Talk loyalty cards. Apparently 92% of us currently have loyalty cards in our wallets.
Yep, in the UK.
Some of them aren't great, though.
No, most of them are great.
Oh, OK.
And most of them, they don't cost you anything, so you might as well have them. I think the problem is that it's a transactional arrangement with the retailers, and we're not getting most value for money out of it that we could do. So basically what we're doing is we're giving retailers our data, have it, do what you want with it. What they do is they then sell it to advertisers so they can do targeted advertising. And I'm quite happy to give that up. And in exchange, we get bonuses, we get perks, we get vouchers, and we get this new tiered pricing in supermarkets that we've seen come in over the last few years. So I think it's an interesting transaction. I'm quite happy to give up my data. Some people feel very strongly they don't want to do that. But I think it's, it's really important that you get the most out of that transaction to get value for money. So, and if you ever think, oh, how important are our loyalty cards for us? Think about the brouhaha last week when British Airways made their announcement about
changes, the
changes to their BA Executive Club, which is becoming the British Airways Club. And there are changes. The main change with British Airways is going to be about how you earn your points. And it used to be that you earned for miles, and that had become quite outdated. So to bring them in line with the sort of American model and all other airline models, you now earn tier points per spend. And oh my word, the Gold and Silver Club members, you'd thought, it was just the end of their world. Because it might be harder to get those tiers, those cosseted access to lounges and all those perks, which are very lovely. And it's rarefied air that they breathe, literally, in those lounges. But for many of us, I think actually we have to look about, I think this restructuring could be quite good for us, because I'm banging my drum about buying a package holiday instead of all the separate elements because of the protection that comes with. And now you can get all your tier points on your package holiday spend. And I think that's important, and I think it's quite achievable, and some of their holidays are very good value. And I think actually that might bring that blue level, that bronze level, which brings all sorts of perks like checking in, extra baggage, seating allocation. That will soon become within many more customers' grasp. So I think that's important. So I don't think all bad news at all with the restructuring. Interesting. Look at EasyJet's offering. Yeah. So EasyJet has EasyJet Plus. Now, you get great things with this. So you get priority bag drop. You get all the things that we add on as extras. And we think, oh, we got a £15 flight. And then suddenly the bag, suddenly the boarding. Suddenly it goes duh-duh-duh-duh-duh. And sometimes you're in at another airport that you need a long taxi journey from. Well, this £249 a year will buy you all that fast track, all that extra stuff, but only for the cardholder. So if I'm travelling with you, you don't get any of my perks. Husband and wife, only one of you gets those perks. So I think you've got to be a solo traveller, or you've got to be the one who gets on the plane first and bags the seat.
So children don't count either?
No, nobody gets any perks apart from that £249 a year holder. But for a solo traveller who travels a lot, lots of weekend breaks, you'll soon reap the rewards of that. You will get your value for money, for definite. Now, the thing to look at mainly, though, are the supermarkets. This is where we really care, because especially as there's tiered pricing that Tesco introduced. Now, 74% of us have got a Tesco card in our wallets. I don't know what are the other 26% doing? Just get one. These things that are free, take them. If you've got a whole array of different supermarkets on your high street, or you dip and dive into different supermarkets, get them all, because none of them cost anything, and you might as well. Tesco's £1 a point, that's 1 point. It's basically 1% off your shopping. Always check your pricing, all these supermarket offers, because it's not always the cheapest price for your trolley overall. Points are worth spending on club card partners. So those hotels, those experiences, those restaurants, that's where you get really good value for spending your club card points. But again, you'd be mad to go and buy a sandwich at Tesco's unless you've got a club card. Right. It's just, I'm not saying anything about the food, but just get that value.
Yep.
Nectar, again, £1 a point. Earning on Argos and BA as well, so always good to get extra points, extra ways that you can earn points. Points are worth half a p. So, it swings and roundabouts. But look for those nectar prices, because then you can stock up. These are personalised prices for you. Stock up on non-perishable. So suddenly you get an offer and then you can stock up. But what we don't do is we don't download our prices and our vouchers before we go shopping.
No.
And that's where we're losing out. You've got to download those offers, those vouchers. I get into a shop and I think, here's my conspiracy theory, they cut off their Wi-Fi, so I can't download my vouchers at the till. Always in Boots, drives me mad.
So you've got to do it before you go.
Do it before
Be
you
organised.
go, so you've got them, and then you're winning at life if you walk into a store and you've got your vouchers on your phone ready to
Winning
go.
at life.
Morrison's more. 5 points for every £1 spent, including fuel, which if you've got a Morrison's garage near you, that's very good. Of course, you've got to earn 5,000 points in order to get a Morrison's fiver. Look for those clubs for teachers, for students, for NHS workers. Really good deals for them. Again, download your offers before you shop. Asda Rewards, you collect much more gaming element. Collect Asda pounds on your phone by buying certain products or completing missions. It's more of a challenge. No members' prices, but NHS and essential workers, again, 10% off linked to your card, worth having. Lidl Plus, no points, but really interesting because you get spending targets and you get bonuses according to your spend. Now, there's such a tight price difference between Aldi and Lidl. Aldi doesn't do loyalty points or members' prices. Lidl does have the loyalty points. So actually, if you're choosing between one or the other, that might just tip the scales in the favour of Lidl.
When you say there's bonuses, what are the bonuses?
Oh, you might get a free bakery item if you spent 50 quid or a 10% off voucher if you spend 250 quid.
Okay.
Right.
So, you know, it's worth having it. Chemists and Beauty, of course, Boots Advantage card, you've got to have. Members-only prices. I didn't realise, hypothetically, I might be turning 60 this year, 8 points for every £1.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Normally, you just get 3 points for every £1, but if you're a parent with a child under 5 or a member over 60 or member of their parents' clubs, you get 8 points for every £1. So that is definitely worth having.
Yeah.
And those personalised vouchers worth having as well. Superdrug, definitely worth having if you're going to buy lots online because you get free delivery for over a £20 spend. And Sephora, worth having if you love a beauty event,
Big one for the kids.
in-store event, and if you like makeup in general, Sephora, it's definitely go-to awards, and you work through those tiers. So worth having, but please do your homework and download your vouchers before you
Be
go.
organised before you go, and then win at life.
Absolutely.
That's what Alice says.
Win at live.
Win at
No
live.
conspiracy theories here.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.